Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. To throw, it's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Going motion right, Snead. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Hey, kill! Hey, 95-56. Here we go. Kill!
And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
To throw is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First two games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but he still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Had he been able to hang on to that one, would have been a first.
No doubt about that, and it turned out not to be because of the sense of timing.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Roethlisberger keeps it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, when it comes to quarterback sneaks, Big Ben may be the toughest to bring down in terms of pure strength.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Bryant has it. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On second down, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. On first down, Breeze. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Fresh set of downs here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, heck of a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Now Roethlisberger. Deep drop. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 52 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Breeze to throw on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pickup there at 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up first and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. This is Ingram on first and 10. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 45 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Steelers set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there. 8 yards moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did know...
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Stays on his feet. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And caught right side. Green. Sheds a second man.
He's building up.
There goes Green. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 73 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Breeze. It's complete. Flater, right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Breeze now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Ready. 95-56, 13. Easy.
On 1st down, Breeze. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now Breeze again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Cuts back left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football and don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Breeze to throw on second down. Surveying the field. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Breeze to throw again. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
All right, now.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a cross. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But